How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to the ArcG, a brand new channel that is being birthed out of the inspiration of many different skeptical and rational YouTube channels around this website. I'd like to start this channel off by diving headfirst into the putrid cesspool of vomit that is the liberal propaganda, otherwise known as the rhetoric of the SJWs. Today we'll be looking at a video by Seriously TV, a little Facebook page, the video called Unboxing Police Brutality. I haven't seen any YouTuber debunk this video yet, and to be honest, I'd really like to see it. So please send this to the anti-SJW community of YouTube because them debunking this video would just so eloquently fuel my ego. But since I'm the first one to notice, I might as well just give it a shot.
The people who say it doesn't exist are full of shit. Today, I'm unboxing police brutality.
There is already a problem within the first 6 seconds of this egregious video, and that is that you are assuming that people on the opposite side of your political point of view do not think police brutality exists in the fucking slightest. This is a complete straw man you have created. This is in fact the opposite of what the opposing side proposes. It's not that police brutality does not exist, it's that it does not exist in the same light that you perceive it to be existing in.
If you don't see this product in your neighborhood, don't worry. Just head on down to your nearby poor black or brown neighborhood, and this is almost guaranteed to be in stock.
Black people are not this widespread victim of police brutality. This is suggested by the fact that there are twice as many white people killed by police officers than black people. If black people were being indiscriminately killed by police, wouldn't they make up a majority, or at least the same amount as white people in terms of the victims of police killings?
Nice! It's a loose cigarette, a bootleg CD, and a fake gun.
Oh boy. I see where he's going with this. Let's just listen a little bit more just to make sure.
Sure, selling loose cigarettes or bootleg CDs or being a 12-year-old kid playing with a fake gun in an open carry state like Ohio aren't nearly dangerous crimes.
Yep, he's using them for the exact purpose that I assumed before. Let's talk about the cigarettes. First, the city it happened in was Staten Island, New York City, where a man named Eric Garner was killed by police officers, being put in a chokehold and suffocated to death. But the first thing that unfortunately makes your narrative fall flat on its fucking face is the fact that this city is not a majority black and not even a large portion of black. In fact, the majority of whites is 70%. So that part of your narrative instantly falls flat on its fucking face. Secondly, regardless of how minor the crime may have been, it's still illegal. That does not give you the right to resist arrest and say, I'm not getting arrested today. If police put you under arrest and you think it's unjustified, get fucking arrested and take it to court. If you resist arrest, that's giving them one more reason to use force. And it was the same incident with Alton Sterling. The reoccurring circumstances in all of these cases is that they never listen to the police. They never stop resisting. And that leads them to being killed. Those are not unjustified. The only one that I could see you having a point for is the case with the 12-year-old boy and the toy gun. But what they fail to mention is that it was an airsoft gun that was missing the orange tip. That little tiny detail of the orange tip being missing makes that airsoft gun completely indistinguishable from an actual firearm. I would make a case that this calls for better police training, especially since the officer involved was only 8 months onto the job. But this is not evidence for blacks being targeted and murdered off by police, not even in the slightest.
It's a body camera, so that you can document everything that you do with this product.
Yes, body cameras are a good thing. That's why many police officers have both been proven guilty and innocent when it comes to the discussion of police brutality.
Huh. It doesn't seem to turn on.
Oh, I see. This is your attempt at comedy.
Sunglasses? Whoa, whoa.
Jesus fuck, have you never wore shades before?
So these goggles villainize people and strip them of their...
Oh my God. You heard it here first, folks. Shades now oppress people. Holy shit.
It's my friend Nori. Naked and ethically sound eye, Nori looks like a friend and a loving father, and at the very least, a human who deserves basic rights and respect.
I think he looks like a prick, but hey, that's just my opinion.
Check this out.
Have you ever noticed that people that are intentionally trying to be outrageous and funny just make themselves look like asses and the farthest thing from fucking funny?
The patriarchy?
Imagine what would have happened if I had a lethal weapon on my hip, the authority to use it, and a legal system built to enable the response to my fear.
Oh shit. He just mentioned the judicial system. Well, let's cater to this for a second. So, unfortunately, the judicial system does not cater, or should I say fortunately, does not cater to your every fucking whim. That's why a lot of the cases where Black Lives Matter cried wolf and rioted about police brutality came up bearing no fruit. Because there's cases in Tulsa and North Carolina that left the officers charged with murder. Judges don't give a fuck about political positions. They care about facts and reasoning. And unfortunately, the rhetoric that you spew has no facts supporting it, nor is it fucking reasonable. So why the hell would the judicial system listen to you whiny bunch of bitches?
It is paid leave.
All right, I'm just gonna stop this dickwad right there. The reason that people get paid leave in these situations is because even if they are completely in the right, it does not matter to the public eye. Now, there are times where they actually are guilty, but when they're actually guilty, they get charged with murder. They go to fucking prison.
Now, there is supposed to be one last thing in here, but I don't see it.
Is it your brain? Because it seems like it got left in the pool of bile that we were referring to earlier.
Huh. I was sure there would be an indictment, but there just doesn't seem to be one.
All right, here we go. Yep, just ignore the indictments that were given against the people that actually killed people, that actually assaulted individuals, regardless of their race. Just ignore all those, you know. Yeah, it's very fucking good.
There was no indictment as promised. There is this recycling logo. For all of you recycling fans out there,
Nah, I'm not a big fan of recycling. Just throw it in the garbage along with this terrible fucking video.
here's how it works.
First, this product is used for centuries, mostly against poor black and brown people. Then, those populations become understandably fed up with being terrorized by a police state, so they protest, which will lead to riots if that's the only way they can be heard. Rioting means breaking the law, the same law that users of this product swore to protect.
So, guess what?
We're right back where we started from.
There are so many issues with this analogy that you just made. The first one, you still are basing this on the assumption that black people are being oppressed both by the society that we live in and by police officers. Granted, there was a time when police officers did discriminate against blacks, especially in the South, with the Jim Crow laws. And there have been times where protests were very necessary. And really, protests are good in any situation as long as they are peaceful. And what bugs the hell out of me is that these kinds of people love to try and justify looting, theft, assault, etc., etc. They love justifying riots, and I just cannot see why. Because when you look in history, there is countless times where a peaceful protest has been nothing but effective. And if you look at all of the prominent civil rights activists throughout history, 99% of them were peaceful. Of course, there's a couple where they were rioting, like with Nat Turner, but ones like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, those amazing people in history, all peaceful protests. Doing these riots and justifying these riots, by the way, is completely disingenuous to the people that gave their fucking lives and freedom protesting the injustice that you're claiming still exists.
Well, that is it for me, friends. It looks like it'll be in stock as long as it keeps sustaining itself, and the people who don't think it exists keep buying it.
I think that analogy you just gave for police brutality would fit so beautifully well within the propaganda that you are spewing to your audience. Alright, that about wraps it up for this video. If you agreed or liked anything that I said, go ahead and leave a like and a comment on this video. If you want to see more, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And also in the description, I'll be leaving a few links to a few channels that I feel like really inspired me to start this channel and make this video. So thanks again, see you in the next one.